Well, hello, Brelan. You're probably bored at home right now. I know I am. So, just wanted to say hi, and I'm gonna read you three books. One is about Amelia Earhart. I hope you know who that is. One is about Ada Lave Lance. I can't say her name. Probably don't know her at all. I don't. And Rosa Parks. One thing with all of these people, though, is they had a dream and they made it reality. Sometimes that works out, sometimes it doesn't. But with you, I see something that probably would work out. Well, either way, let's start. Which one do we want to do? Save the best for first. You hopefully know Amelia Earhart. When Amelia Earhart was a little girl, she dreamt she could fly like a bird. One day, she saw airplanes flying high in the sky. She wished she could be up there too. I wish I could be up there too as well. First time she rode in an airplane, she didn't want to come down. Well, that doesn't seem that smart. Either way, so she learned to fly. She flew higher than any woman had before. One little context for you, Brelan. During that time, women weren't treated very well. So this was historical. So this is the dream I was talking about. It'll probably look terrible, doesn't it? And with a mechanic and a pilot, she crossed the ocean, waving at whales far beneath her. Probably hard to see, but there's a whale right under the plane. The world looks so small. When they landed, she became famous, but Amelia dreamt of crossing the ocean alone. Amelia started a club for female pilots and flew across the ocean by herself. But what would she do next? Let's see. I'll fly around the world, she said. A brave navigator went with her. They flew for thousands of miles over the savannah and jungles. They flew further than anyone had gone before, never to return. Because Amelia always said, if you want to do something, do it. You never know how far you could get. I think of her as an inspiration for women around the world, or at least that's how she wanted to be, at least. But on to the second book. Nope, I'm leaving that one for last. This will probably make my mom happy. Don't know about you. It's got math in it. But let's start. This is Ada Lovelace.
Loveless.
Loveless? Okay, well, I'm wrong. Baby Ada's mother liked math. Her father liked poetry. I like poetry, don't like math. But that's me. Ada had to move to her grandmother's house. She felt a bit lonely. What's going on behind us? Her only friend was her cat, Mrs. Puff. That is actually a really nice name. What is... Okay. Ada dreamt of building flying machines. But Ada's mother didn't like her imaginary inventions. That's not very supportive. She told her to stick to math. Luckily, Ada was good with numbers. When she grew up, she met a famous man called Charles Babbage. I think I've heard that from somewhere else. I don't know. I'm probably going to talk like this a lot. Huh? Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by my mom. He was building a big machine. It was called a calculator. Oh, that's where I've heard him from. I will not spoil this. The calculator could do sums like magic. People didn't understand. But Ada did. She thought for a while. A lot of people think. Then invented a special code to tell the calculator what to do. This is the language that computers use today. She is the reason why the world became a revolution, and we have to thank her now for most of the things we have now. And by using her imagination, Ada's dreams took flight. She wanted to make machines that flew. Instead, she made ones that flew through the generations. Oh, hey birdie. I'm sorry. There's a bird right behind my mom. Now this one, I've read about her before. I like her. We might have an interruption real quick. I didn't know. But either way, Rosa grew up near. I forgot to say who it was. Rosa Parks. Rosa grew up near Montgomery, Alabama. I like Alabama. She was very little and very brave. Her grandparents told her stories about a terrible time when black people were not allowed to be free. Even now, they were still treated unfairly. You can see there's only white people on the bus, and the African or other racials have to be off the bus. I don't like that. Rosa didn't complain, but sometimes she had to speak up for herself. Here's another thing about color. They would have this indicator to say where black people could sit on buses, and there's a white waiting room, colored waiting room, white, colored water fountains. Ugh. When Rosa grew up, her life was full of unfair rules. Rosa met a man who was trying to change the rules. She started working to do this too. You probably know that man. I'll save that for last and then tell you at the end. In case I'm wrong, then my mom's gonna probably correct me. One day, a bus driver told Rosa to give up her seat to a white man. It was unfair. So she said, what I would have said, no. No. Rosa was taken to jail, sadly. When she came home that night, she made a plan. She fought to make the buses fair. Basically, so people are riding on bikes, taking taxis with other colored people, walking in the rain with umbrellas, just basically doing anything to not have to do it. And I like that. She told everyone to stop riding them. Damn buses. The buses. Then she told people all around the country to help. Finally, the rules started to change. Rosa kept working to change more rules. She fought for all people who were treated unfairly. got off track in thought. People told Rosa she was a hero, but she knew there was still work to do. I like Rosa because she took a dream that she believed in and turned it into something reality. Well, Brelan, that's it. I hope you have a good time with that. I sure kind of did. Mom probably didn't. I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully I can see you sometime in the future. I'm going to have my mom say goodbye as well. Or not, she's going to stay out. Talk to you later if I can, dude. I already know what to say, Mom. I'm sorry, Brelan. I really wish I could see you again. I don't know if I will. I will visit every day that I have off at school to see you guys. See you next year, or anytime really. Have a great summer, dude. Bye.